All right, man. Torture Talk, OT. You already know what it is. We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page, all that good stuff, man. So, all right. So today's episode. This morning I dropped the episode talking about Drake's numbers. In this episode, Drake album is actually on sale already. And what I mean by on sale, some people saying they see it for $4.99. Some people saying they see it for $7.99. And this is shocking to me because I thought that the kid, the boy, or Peter Pan, I thought he was the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. I thought that no matter, it could be $100 and people was going to buy it. So we're going to get into that. Before I get into that, you know I got to get the legendary spill. This is Torture Talk, the OT show. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the Hidden Gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers over 15,000, almost 16,000. And yes, I am the King of the North. Let me know what kingdom you from. So we're going to get right to it, man. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
I feel like he recorded a bunch of shit in order to keep Party around. You can take 10, 15 of these songs, put a verse on them, Party. That's our album, bro. The songs are already recorded. These are all the songs that didn't make my previous albums. Go for it, bro. These are just songs that didn't make albums. Or Party came there with an album and was like, hey, Drake, can you put verses on these particular songs?
What is...
I agree. I said that. I definitely agree. This album sounds like something he did already. You know what I'm saying? It just, oh man, God, the more I go back and just think about the album, the more I think how terrible it is. It's a terrible album. It's terrible. He hasn't learned nothing. Nothing. And I don't know if he feels as though he need to feed his fans or whatever you want to call it, but he hasn't learned a goddamn thing. I swear. It's still trash. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to check in with the boy Big Zoe. You know what it is. Let's keep it going, man.
Up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods XY. Listen, this gonna be a quick video. I ain't really gonna give y'all too much effects and all that shit, all the editing. We just gonna talk right now, man, because I see a lot of people talking about what's going on with Drake's and Party Next Door's, album, the digital album, everything in between. Everybody's talking about the album, what's number one, what's not number one, who's winning, who's not. Listen, dog, this is a game of who says what at what time. That's literally what we're looking at this moment. Because a lot of people are kind of jumping, well, Drake fans pretty much jumping at the opportunity to, talk about the fact that this song has reached number one on Apple Music.
Okay.
Listen, man.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
The truth of the matter is nobody gives a shit about Apple Music's top 10.
Oh
like, is
God.
it cool to be able to say that finally after taking all these L's? Yeah, definitely. But
I would kind of disagree with that. Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Play are the reason why you get Billboard, to be honest with you. I know most people saying that Billboard isn't, but Billboard doesn't have a streaming platform. So Apple, Spotify, and Google Play Store and YouTube Premium, they play a big part in the reason why. I would say they play most of the part of why the reason why the top 10 would be on Billboard. So I kind of disagree with that. I definitely think that those plays matter. You know what I'm saying? Apple, I believe it's the second largest streaming service outside of Spotify. I believe it's the second largest streaming service. So you can't say that nobody gives a shit. I mean, that's pretty big. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but let's keep it going.
problem with that, man. That does not matter. If we're talking about an album that just came out and nothing else is really dropping, we're at the top of the year. Like, of course you're supposed to chart. I think, honestly, if Drake did not crack this top 10 on Apple Music, that would be a huge problem. Then you would have to really, really, really worry about what's going on right now. Here's the issue with this, man. Nobody gives a shit about this if it ain't Billboard Hot 100, man. If it ain't Billboard 100, nobody gives a damn. Because what this tells you is that these are things that are charting on specific places, Apple Music and Spotify, man. It's supposed to chart, bro. Like, this is an album that dropped, and a lot of curiosity dropped right along with it. Now, I saw some people saying, that, the album was on sale for $4.99 and all this other stuff, man. And, although that's like a funny thing to look at, and I looked at it, it was funny. It was funny. I saw this, and I definitely laughed.
That's hilarious right there. Yo, that is hilarious, bro. That's funny. Oh my God. That's funny. But to continue on what he was saying, like I said, it definitely does matter. You can't just dismiss those outlets because those outlets contribute to the reason why Billboard is where it's at today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you gauge that? Maybe Billboard has, what's the name? You can't go off of radio spins because most people don't listen to the radio. Most people listen to Spotify or Apple Music. Everybody either has an iPhone or Android, and you can listen to both on those, or at least with Apple, you can listen to both. I don't know about Android, but yeah. So I disagree with that. But at the same time, like, let's get into this whole thing where it's sales at $4.99. This is hilarious.
This one says, Joe was right. The boy is on ice. For the first time in 7 years, he's not only doing CDs and vinyls first week, he is also doing 50% off on a new album. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, man, I went and looked it up, and I did not see this. So if I'm looking in the wrong place, y'all let me know if I'm looking in the wrong place. But I looked this up. I did not see this. What I did see was that it was up for $7.99. So I don't see the $4.99 thing, but still, it's still funny, but it's up there for $7.99. Now, look, here's the thing. A lot of people are going to stream this. They're going to stream it. Like, one thing they're going to tell you is that this is charting on Apple top whatever. But if you really look at what's going on these charts, what you're going to find, and let's go to Apple Top 100, right? If we go to Apple Top 100, what you're looking at here and what you'll find is that it's all Drake and Kendrick. It's Drake, then it's Kendrick, Drake again, Kendrick, Drake, Party Next Door, Drake, Kendrick, SZA, Kendrick. They are dominating the top 100, and the reason for this is because people are curious. Like, we talk about a man who just got deep.
Well, we also got to look at the top 100 music in the U.S. We also got to look at the top 100 music in the U.S. Is this hip hop based or is just music in the U.S.? Apple Music Top 100. I guess this is the top 100 would be in all the music in the U.S. that people are listening to. This will be the songs that people are listening to the most, would be these songs here. Yeah, so let's keep it going.
Dog, you literally got destroyed in this rap battle. You think people ain't gonna be checking for you? Like, come on, we gotta be honest with ourselves here. I know y'all want to win. I know y'all want to get a dub. I know y'all want to slide a dub in there. I get it. But y'all got to chill, man. Y'all got to give it some time, because I'm telling y'all, what y'all got going on and what y'all saying is going to come back to bite you, because this ain't going to age well, man. Like I said, if it ain't Billboard 100, nobody really cares about it, because this Apple Hot 100, this could be here today and then gone tomorrow. You know what I mean? This doesn't say anything about replay value. This doesn't say anything about people actually liking the album. It just says that people are playing it, which people are doing because people want to talk about it. It's the newest thing out. People want to talk about it. They want to see.
Well, that kind of contradicts what you're saying. If you're saying that the Apple and Spotify doesn't really matter, but then say people are playing it, it has to contribute for something. Most people listen to music on streaming platforms. So you can't say that it doesn't make a difference if it's not on the Hot 100. I mean, ultimately, if you're using it as the end result, yes. But to be fair, you can't say it doesn't matter if everybody's listening to the music on Apple playlists or Apple Music or Spotify. It has to count for something. You can't say, well, it doesn't matter that it doesn't matter. It does. It does, because it mattered for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? When Kendrick was at the top of the Hot 100 in Apple Music, he had all the spots. Everybody posted that too. So we can't be sitting here saying it don't matter because Drake's doing it. Nah, it matters across the board. Just be fair. It matters across the board. But I'm not saying that you are not supporting Kendrick. I'm saying, or just not supporting Drake or shitting on Drake for no reason. I'm just saying you got to have an open mind about it, because ultimately what it comes down to, people might say Billboard, but they calculate everything from all of those streaming platforms. It's just like, how else would it be on Billboard? Billboard doesn't have a streaming platform. At least I don't know about Billboard streaming platform. You know what I'm saying? So it has to come from somewhere. Somebody had to listen to it somewhere. That's why I'm saying, so I have to give Drake the benefit of the doubt of that, because we did the same thing for Kendrick. So we got to say, well, it counts or something. Now, what I would say is, when it comes down to it, Drake's supposed to be number one across the board on all platforms, because that's what his fans and his audience is saying. He's the best by far. So he's supposed to be number one on all the platforms, and he's not. That's the telling part to me. That's the telling part. Kendrick is still beating him with songs that he released months ago. And he released new music, and Kendrick is still winning. That, to me, is the telling part, if you ask me.
He's saying anything about Kendrick. They want to know what the album is. Half the time, people are saying it's trash. Everybody's saying it's garbage. And there's people out there saying it's great. So what do you think that's going to do? You're going to have people that are going to get curious, and they want to see for themselves, man. It's not that hard to comprehend, but I know, man, I get it. If you're on that side, you want this to be a dub. And I get that. You want it to be a dub no matter how much fucking ass gas this shit is. Because we know this shit is straight ass gas. We ain't going to come here and sugarcoat this shit. Drake got fucked up. And at the end of the day, it's time for him to get up. Get up! Come on, man. Like, it's not hard for us to see what's going on here. And I just wanted to say that real quick, because I feel like people just, y'all trying to find every win y'all could get. And I get it, man. I get it. I even saw Young Thug tweet it, and he said, that boy back at number one, which was crazy. Like, he said, that boy back number one. Young Thug tweeted that, and Screwface still delete this slime. Because it didn't last. Because I think at this point now, he lost that spot. Because it goes on to say that it didn't even last 24 hours. So you have Kendrick back above Drake. I guess this is from top artists streamed right now. No, I see top global. It really matters on what chart you look at. Because you see, even if we go to top 100 global, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us, is still number one. Luther is still number two. And you got Gimme Hug at number three. And then I'm telling you, you just get a bunch of Drake and Kendrick. So I'm telling you, it's out of curiosity.
Now, I will say this. If we're going through global charts, again, this all culminates. It's not just what's the name, but that's obviously on Apple Music too, globally. Kendrick is number one still. Luther is number two. Those two songs. When you're looking for Drake to be number one, I think that's a problem. I think a lot of artists want to ride Drake's wave of him being number one, and by default, they look at it like, well, Drake is number one by default. Even if he creates something that's terrible, by default, y'all think he's number one. That's how a lot of y'all feel. Y'all don't want to hold him accountable for the trash music he's been making or the music that isn't good. Just by default, you say he's number one. That's how y'all look at it. And it's so crazy that he got y'all believing that he's been winning so much in y'all head that even when he's releasing something that's terrible and bad that he should lose from, he's still number one. That's how y'all look at it. And Young Thug putting that post up, I hate to say it, but he should be ashamed of himself for saying something like that. Where's your music at? Why you ain't dropping no music? You should be. You know what I'm saying? But again, a lot of these dudes, they just want to ride the wave of him being the best because they even admit it to themselves. They'll say he's better than themselves. They'll be like, yeah, he's best. He got 72, 78 hits. 78. But then you don't account for all of the trash that's the 78. Nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to look at the numbers of it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because that's all y'all care about is the numbers when it comes to Drake. Y'all don't care about the music. That's all y'all care about. And when did it come down to that where people just care about the, you know what I'm saying? It's, to me, it's I don't know. It's just not cool.
But for the sake of the people out there that feel like they need a win, have the win, chill for a little bit, let it, marinate a little bit, and then, see what it looks like for you later on. Because I don't think this is gonna last long, man. This album, like y'all already know my review on it. Y'all already know how I feel about it. I told y'all this album does not do the job. It doesn't this doesn't do anything but give people new music and some hope for this guy. And as much as y'all want this album to be great and y'all want to hype this up, I don't see it for y'all. And I did see this story too. So this story was something about them paying the bill for somebody like at a restaurant, and supposedly it's supposed to be Joe Budden's ex new man or something like that. I don't know, man. But what I see them doing,
man, listen, and it's nothing against Big Zo. I'm just saying, like, just this here, who gives a shit? Like, who cares? Who cares if Drake paid the bill for everybody at the? Who cares? No, I just think that's so stupid. Like people try to big up anything. Like Big Zo said. Y'all try to slide a win in there no matter what. It's so crazy. It's crazy. Who cares? Who cares if he paid everybody's bill? Oh, yeah, he went out and paid Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend's new man. He's trying to get at Joe. Like, oh my God, bro. Like, y'all can't be serious.
This point is just trying to turn this into humanitarian Drake. This is like a rebrand. He did the same thing with after Pusha T. After Pusha T, what did Drake do? Drake went out there and did God's plan. All of a sudden, he became the Drake that was so giving and was giving to everyone. And now you see them doing the same thing. Like, you're over here paying for people shit on Valentine's. You're over there giving people in the crowd at your shows money. Like, it just, I don't know, man. Every piece of it seems disingenuous and just a play to gain the upper hand. And I feel like all this shit, all these efforts are futile. None of this shit is going to work. None of it is going to stick. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. That's all I wanted to say. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation.
Yeah, man. I think it's just weird. I think this whole thing is weird. It's just weird. This whole thing is weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things where it's like you want to make like Drake wants to make himself like he's like this good guy. And you can tell that he's doing this on purpose. You could tell that he's really doing this just for people to look at him and say, yeah, Drake, man, you a good guy, bro. I'm telling you, I met him. He's a good guy. He's a villain. He's an evil villain. He's Ozymandias, man. That's who he is, man. Well, I give Drake too much credit. He's definitely not Ozymandias. He's definitely not that guy. But I'm just saying, man, like, he's just one of those guys, man, that just, you can't take that he say serious because he does everything. He does everything that's like manufactured. You know the crazy part is This is the crazy part. Even if Drake is doing that, he got humbled by Kendrick. No matter which way you look at it, he got humbled. You know what I'm saying? Only you like being famous. You know what I'm saying? He got humbled. I think that he see now how he was treating people, how he's getting treated the same way now. The way he was treating people, he's getting a taste of his own medicine from Kendrick. Kendrick is literally giving Drake a taste of his own medicine. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is there's nothing Drake can do because Drake can't out rap him. Drake can't out make better songs. He can't do nothing with Kendrick. The only thing Drake could do is just basically either try to have a meeting to piece it up, which is not gonna probably happen, or go sit down or just work on his own type of music. That's it. But I'm thinking that he think he's gonna get a win somehow, some way, somehow he's gonna get a win, but he's not gonna get no more wins. It's over for that dude, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all for being here with me during the OT show. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure some things out, but you know, I ain't gonna never, ever, ever, ever not drop no episodes if I can't. If I can, it's gonna happen. I don't care if I have to record it on my phone. You know what I'm saying? If I can, the only way I won't is if I'm incapacitated, I can, or you know what I'm saying, like that, or doing something where I'm trying to make something better for the channel. But I'm gonna drop episodes every day, and when I get back to the studio, you already know it's gonna be 8, 12, and 6. You already know what it is, and 2 shows on After Hours every day. All right, man. So look, man, I'm out of here. Y'all have yourself a good evening, man. See y'all. Peace. Bye.